I think I am audible and this PDF is visible. So in study class we were already discussed this Eilers modified method in the previous classes. And this modify Eilers method and Eilers modified method. So you can see that in when we are first we are calculating the value of y1 using our Eilers method, and then we are updating the value of y1 using Euler's modified method. So it means what we are doing here, we are taking slope at two different points, and then we are averaging the slope of these 2 points, and then we are getting a new approximation of y1. And then with this new approximation of y1, we again evaluating the average of two slopes, and then we are getting the newer better value of y1. So like this, we have another method like Run's method. So in Run's method, if we are having with us one initial value problem, dy by dx equals to fxy and y of x naught equals to y naught, then in Run's method, what we do, we take slopes of these, mean of this k1 plus 4k2 plus k3. So it's like that we are adding the slope with this k2, this slope at 4 times, and this one time, and then divided by 6. It means we have find a weighted average kind of thing to calculate the average of slopes. And then we have this our method Run's method, and it's a third order Run's-Kutta method. So here, sometimes people they keep this h here, or sometimes in k1. So you should we take care of this. So y equals to y naught plus 1 by 6, k1 plus 4, k2 plus k3, where k1 is given by this h of f of x naught y naught, k2 is given by this h of f of x naught plus h by 2 y naught plus k1 by 2. So this k1, and then k2. So here, in this problem, they have taken the h equals to 0.2, but you can take h equals to 0.1 also, or in the question it is given that you have to take h like this. So if you have taken h equals to 0.1, then you have to apply this method two times to get the value of y at 0.2, and if you have taken h equals to 0.2, then you need to apply this method one time to get the value of y at x equals to 0.2. So then we identify what is our fx. So this is fxy, dy by dx, the whatever in the right side, and then we calculate the value. So this formula we remember that k1 is actually h of f of x naught y naught, so 0.2 into this, and then finally 0.2, and then f of x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k1 by 2. H naught is this, x naught is 0, h is 0.2, divided by 2 is 0.1, y naught is 1, and k1 is 0.2 divided by 2 0.1, and then after adding 1 we will have 1.1. Then x plus y, we have this one, zero point 0.1 plus 1.1 will give us 1.2, and then this is multiplied and you will get this one. Then we will calculate k dash. Here k dash is given by this h of f of x naught plus h y naught plus k1. So it's h is 0.2, since it is x naught plus h, so x naught is 0, So, and this is y naught plus k1, that is 1.2, and 0.2 plus 0.2 into 0.2 plus 1.2, you will get 1.4 and 0.28. So once we have all these values, we will calculate k3. In k3, like it is y naught plus k dash. So x naught plus h is this one, and y naught is 1, and k dash is 0.28. And after substituting in the definition, like this plus this will give us this one, and multiply by 0.2 will give us this. And then we apply this third order Runge-Kutta method, which is y equals to y naught plus 1 by 6 k1 plus 4 k2 plus k3. So we substitute the all values and we will get this. So here we have taken h equals to 0.2. That's why we are applying this method one time. If we have taken 0.1, then it is the value of y 0.1, and then you have to apply this method again by using x1 as 0.1 and y1, x1 and y1, whatever value is coming. So in this way this method is applicable. Then we have Runge-Kutta fourth order method, and this is very popular method. So in this method we will calculate like this. This is our initial value problem with the initial condition, and here this is the approximation of y, that is y equals to y naught plus k, and k is given by the average of these slopes k1, k2, k3, k4. So here k1 is h f of x naught y naught, k2 is h of f x naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k1 by 2, and then k3 is x naught plus h by 2 plus y naught plus k2 by 2, and k4 is h of f naught f of x naught plus h plus y naught plus k3. And then we will substitute all the values of k1, k2, k3 here. We will get k, and then finally y. So in this method again, like we have dy by dx, then we identify what is f of xy. F of xy is this one, xy square minus x square upon y square plus x square, and this is given to us like y of x naught equals to y naught is given. So here x naught is 1 and y naught is x naught is 0 and y naught is 1. Then we have to calculate the value at 0.2 and 0.4. So if we take h equals to 0.2, then we will get the value of y at 0.2 in the first application of Runge-Kutta method of fourth order, and then if we apply one more time we will get the value of y at x equals to 0.4. So here, like as per this method, k1 is h of f of x naught y naught. So h is 0.2, x naught is 0, y naught is 1, and definition of fxy is here. So we will write like if we simplify this. So here we have like 1 minus 0 upon 1 plus 0. So finally 0.2 is the final value of k1. Similarly, we will calculate the value of k2. K2 is h of f(x) naught plus h by 2 comma y naught plus k1 by 2. So here k1 is 0.2, so and y naught is 1, so 1.1. X naught is 0, h is 0.2, that is 0.1, and then we will apply this definition of f of xy. So it's like 0.2 and then 1.1 square minus 0.1 square divided by 1.1 square plus 0.1 square. So, and after simplification you will get like this 0.19672. And then we will calculate k3 is h of fx naught plus h by 2 y naught plus k2 by 2. So k2 is like 1.9672, and then we divide this by 2 and added this to y naught, that is 1. So we have this one, and x naught plus h by 2 is this one. And then again we use the definition of f of xy, and after multiplication we have this one as a value 0.1967. Then we calculate k4 h f of x naught plus h y naught plus k3, and this one is zero point 0.2. This is zero point 0.2 because here x naught plus h is there, this in k4, and y naught plus k3. So this is k3 and y naught is 1. So this one, and then again we use this definition of f of xy, and then we multiply this zero point 0.2, we will get 0.1891. So now we have value of k1, k2, k3, k4. So we'll find the value of k. K is 1 by 6, k1 plus 2, k2 plus 2, k3 plus k4. So we substitute all these values, and after simplification we have value of k is this one. So once we have value of k this one, then y1 is y naught plus k, that is this 1 point, like round off is there, 1.199 can be also answer, or 1.96 they have round off here. Now this we have, and this is now our y1. Now we have to calculate y at 0.24. So we have to apply one more time this Runge-Kutta method of fourth order. So here this is y1 because this is the value we have taken here, and then this is x1 because h is zero point 0.2. So now the formula will change accordingly. Like we have earlier, we have here x naught y naught when we are calculating y1, but now we are calculating y2. This is y2. So for this k1 equals to h of f of x1 y1, and x1 is zero point 0.2 and y1 is 1.196, and then you apply the definition of fxy, like y square minus x square divided by y square plus x square. So after substituting and simplification you will get this one. Then similarly in k2, instead of x naught we have here x1 plus h by 2, and instead of y naught we have y1 plus k1 by 2. K1 we will take from here now, in this case, not from the previous step. And then zero point 0.2 f of 0.31.2 this, and then we'll apply this definition, and after simplification we have this one. Similarly, k3 is h f of x1 plus h by 2 plus comma y1 plus k1 2 by 2, and this, and then this definition we will get this one. Similarly, we will get k4 also. So we have to remember that when we are calculating y2 from x1 y1, so in the formula of Runge-Kutta method, x naught y naught is replaced everywhere by x1 y1. Other thing remains same in the formula, and then we will calculate the value of k. It is 1 by 6 k1 plus 2 k2 plus 2 k3 plus k4, and we'll take all these values from here, and we have this as the value of k, and then y2 is equals to y1 plus k, and then finally this is the answer. So like so like this is the way question will be given, like apply Runge-Kutta method, fourth order, to find the approximate value of y when x equals to 0.2. Given that dy by dx equals to this and y, this actually we have already solved this one and this one also. So suppose here like apply Runge-Kutta method to find the approximate value of y for x equals to 0.2 in steps of 0.1. So you have to take h equals to 0.1, and that means you have to apply this method two times. So this is f of x y, x plus y square. This is h equals to 0.1, and this is also given this information. This information is also given like y at 0 is 1, so x naught is 0, y naught is 1, h is this one. Then you start calculating this k1, k2, k3, k4, and finally the k value of k is this one, and then you calculate this y naught plus k. And then because here in question we want value of y at this point, so everywhere there is x naught, we will replace by x1, and wherever is this y naught, we will replace by y1, and then we apply the second time this Runge-Kutta method, and then we have these k values. Similarly, this. Then we have this predictor character method. And this one, okay, today I stop here, and the other topics I will cover in the tomorrow class.
Sir, will tomorrow will class there?
Like if all of you want, officially we have, but we can manage because my course is already in very good pace. So
Yes, we can continue from next Wednesday. Like,
so it is like
yeah.
all of you agree, or like someone have problem, then I can take class tomorrow also.
No, sir, holiday would be better.
Holiday.
Okay, then like it's like that. My like syllabus is almost is going to be complete maybe in the like next week. So like there is no problem, and if you want tomorrow all day, I can take like adjustment class next somewhere if you want. Okay. So now I take attendance. So tomorrow I assume as a holiday.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So one,
Present, sir.
two,
Present,
three,
sir.
4,
Present, sir.
5, 6, 7,
Present, sir.
7%, 8,
6%, sir.
6 is also 6%, 7 absent. It's better to use instead of saying percent, sir. You say your roll number like sir 7 or 7. It's like 7% or like this. Okay. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
13 present, sir.
13, 14, 15,
15%, sir.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
19
20,
present, sir.
19, 20, 20%, 21, 20%, 21, 22,
Present, sir.
23, 22%, 23, 24, 25,
25 present, sir.
26, 25,
26 present,
26,
sir.
26,
26
27%,
present, sir.
Yes, sir.
27%, 28,
Yes, sir.
28 present, sir.
28%. 29,
29 present, sir.
29, 30,
30 present, sir.
30%, 31, 32,
32 present, sir.
32%, 33.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
33
18,
present, sir.
18%.
okay. 33 and 18%. 34,
10 present, sir.
huh? 34,
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
35, 36,
Sir,
37.
roll number 10 present, sir.
So roll number 10 is also there and roll number 36 is also. 36 was also present. 37,
Present, sir. 37.
38,
38.
39, 40, 41, 40,
Present, sir.
41%, 42%,
Present, sir.
43,
42%, sir.
42%, 43%, 44,
Present, sir.
45, 46, 47, 6%, 47, 48, 49,
Sir, 49 present, sir. 48. Sir,
48,
48%.
49%,
Sir, 48%.
48%.
7 present.
7 already present. 49, 50.
Sir, 49 present.
49%, 50. 51,
Sir, 7 present, sir.
52. 7%, 52. 52. Absent, 53.
Present, sir.
53.
Sir.
Yes?
Sir, all 12 is present. His mic is not working.
Okay.
Sir, all
54.
12.
Okay, I mark present.
sir. 54%,
54%, 55, 56, 57,
Sir, 55 present, sir.
55%, 56, 57 absent, 58,
58 present, sir.
58%, 59, 60, 60%, 61,
60 present, sir.
61%, 62,
61 present, sir.
62%.
Sir, can you hear me, sir? 14.
Yes, sir.
14%, sir.
48%. Oh, I
Sir,
marked present.
Oh, thank you, sir.
sir, 3
Sir,